Hi, I'm Stephanie from Kegel8 and I'm here with some straight talking about incontinence. You don't suffer from incontinence, right? It's only the very old and the frail who can't control their bladders, right? Wrong. In medical terms, if you leak urine, even a little bit is classed as incontinence. It's such an embarrassing loaded word, isn't it? Incontinence. Panty pad manufacturers have made it easy for us to accept and use terms such as bladder weakness, light bladder weakness and sensitive bladder, describing wetting ourselves as those whoops moments. They're doing us women no favours at all by downplaying what is a serious medical symptom. Annual panty pad usage costs in excess of £200 a year, but hey, a fiver here and a fiver there in your shopping basket is normal, right? Time to stop those excuses and wake up to the facts. Embarrassing as it is, I need to tell you that incontinence can be the start of something far worse. I'm not going to make light of it. I've been in sexual and pelvic health for over 27 years, and what I want to tell you is that your pelvic floor is telling you that it isn't as strong as it once was, and it is crying out for help. Think of incontinence as tears of neglect from your pelvic floor. One of the main reasons for incontinence is that your pelvic floor muscles have become weak and are unable to support like they used to. Embarrassing leaks can happen, maybe when you sneeze or when you cough, or even just by standing up. Maybe you don't reach the loo in time, maybe you wet yourself with the key in the front door, or you go to the loo more than once a night. These are all warning signs. Maybe you suffer from incontinence during lovemaking. 1 in 3 women admit to this. And maybe things don't feel the same or as pleasurable as they used to. Maybe you avoid sex and maybe your partner feels the same way too. Incontinence, especially stress incontinence, can also be the sign of a pelvic organ prolapse. A recent study showed 63% of women with stress incontinence also have a prolapse. That's where pelvic organs have fallen out of place. Again, primarily due to a weak pelvic floor. Incontinence stops us doing so many things. It stops us enjoying sport and exercise. It stops us dancing. It stops us being intimate. It can stop our career. It literally stops us being vibrant and active. I'm pleased you found us, because what I want you to do is to become more PFA, more pelvic floor aware. No, I need you to become more pelvic floor aware. The #1 incontinence treatment guideline from NICE is pelvic floor exercises. Maybe you've tried them yourself and they didn't work. Maybe you're part of the 30% who perform bad Kegel exercises by pushing down instead of pulling up. That's where Kegel8 can help. Kegel8 is a home-use medical device. It's like sat-nav for your pelvic floor muscles, locates them, activates them and strengthens the correct muscles to help you regain control using preset timed clinical programs. Urge, stress, mixed incontinence, postnatal and coital incontinence is all easily treatable with the Kegel8 Ultra 20. I urge you to strengthen your weak pelvic floor right now. Doing nothing is not an option, because if you do nothing, the leaks will get worse. 1 in 10 will also suffer fecal leakage. Nationally, 50% of all women aged 50 will have some form of pelvic organ prolapse. On a personal level, incontinence is embarrassing, smelly and uncomfortable. On a national level, it's at epidemic proportions. I founded Kegel8 10 years ago, and daily we hear from hundreds of women just like you who ignored their incontinence, putting it down to age, babies and just life. It doesn't have to be that way, and every day you avoid doing something about it, your pelvic floor will get weaker. I urge you not to be one of the 85% of women who recently surveyed thought that incontinence was acceptable. 85% of women thinking it's okay to wet themselves? Why would we think that that's acceptable when this easy to use 12-week exercise plan could restore your control and prevent further deterioration of those weak pelvic floor muscles? We need to be strong for ourselves, and we all deserve to be healthy, continent and in control. Of course, there's one magic ingredient in all of this. Is that Kegel8? Not exactly. Kegel8 will help you get your pelvic floor stronger, but you are the magic ingredient. And if you don't do something, no one else will. The sooner you start exercising, the quicker you will be back in control. It might have taken you years to realise you have a problem and to decide that you want to change, but please don't leave it any longer to do something about it. Give us 12 weeks of your time and let's all say, no, it's not acceptable for us to wet ourselves because we deserve a strong and healthy pelvic floor. Incontinence is not normal at any age. Thanks for watching. It's up to you to make the change right now.